nakwambia huu ni wakati mzuri. Tujipe moyo tukijua ya kwamba Mungu yuko pamoja nasi. Na kabla sijaendelea hii mic, we also want to recognize Bwana Maina Harrison Ajabu. You are not here when I was introducing the media. We recognize what you are doing for the Kenyan community. And we welcome you. The other day you had a big function. Tuliona na Mungu awabariki. Hii ni mambo mazuri sana. This is what we want. Tunataka watu wakae kwa umoja, maana umoja unaweza kwenda kuvuna kitu, lakini utengano hakuna mazao hata kidogo.
All I want to tell my fellow Kenyans is that we are so delighted and we are so grateful to our forefathers who built our nation from 1963 and the struggle they have done. And especially I would like us to remember those who fought for Uhuru. And now it's our duty to move forward with that unity because we need to bring harmony among our fellow Kenyans in New England, especially we in diaspora. When we have unity, we will have strength and we will be able to move any mountain because nothing is impossible before God. We trust in God who brings true unity among ourselves, especially we pastors.
When you talk about unity here among Kenyans in New England, there seems to be a big divide between the pastors and the general community in terms of doing things together. How do you bring, as a leader of the Kenyan American Pastors Association, how do you bridge this divide to bring the pastors together with the people, so that because people want to coexist in the right way?
I would first of all like to challenge all leaders, both the pastors and the other leaders, because I just came to be chairman recently and I'm trying to learn so many things from the past and see what went wrong and what we can do to restore the unity which we had before, because we need it and this is the proper time to have that unity. So as a chairman, I would like to see that we meet with the other leaders, we sit down and ask ourselves what can be done for the betterment of our community, because we need our community to grow in strength, we need our community to grow in unity, and we need to move our community forward. And we can't do that when one group is on the other side and the other group is on the other side. We have to come together as leaders and ask ourselves what is eating the other, so that we hatch the differences and bring harmony, reconciliation and unity through forgiveness. As the preacher said, that it's only through forgiveness that we can be able to achieve our goal and be able to bring that unity among ourselves.
Now, people were asking, the other leaders had invited the Kenya Pastors Association for the Jubilee. Is there a reason why not a single pastor attended that? How come your organization didn't send a representative to join other Kenyans as they celebrated it?
I cannot speak for other leaders, but for myself, as my friend will remember, we had a crucial meeting which ended almost at 9 p.m. and I was the host and I could not leave it, although I felt that you needed me so much. And next time I'll make sure that something like that, if it happens, we have to find a solution. We need to come and sit down and then try to find the resolution and say that we forget about the past and then we move forward from there. Because the past mistakes will not take us anywhere, but if we forget about the past mistakes, through forgiveness, we will be able to move forward.
Thank you, Venerable Washira.
Thank you.
Pastor Washira, as the main preacher of today's message, you said the year of Jubilee, people need to forgive each other. What do you expect to see from now going forward?
I see us coming together. I see us working together. Just as the Bible says in the book of Psalms 133, behold how beautiful and how pleasant it is when brethren dwell together in unity. I am seeing us dwelling together in unity. I'm seeing us united. I'm seeing us working together, because even as Americans says that united we stand and divided we fall. I know if we stand united, we are going to overcome our challenges, the 21st century challenges that we are going through as a community. So I am hopeful, I am encouraged. I know things are going to work for good, because I know the Lord is on our side. And this is the year of Jubilee. It's the year of new beginning. I know now we are starting afresh, because we are in the year of Jubilee.
Recently we had a big event for all Kenyans from different churches, different ethnic groups. They came together for a celebration of Jubilee. People say they were disappointed that there was no single Kenyan pastor at the event. And yet these are the same people that you minister to. Why would you say that you failed to show up?
We got a lot of challenges as a community, and challenges that are bigger than us. That as ministers, like one Sunday you find a minister is doing a service in his own church, and after the service he have got 2 or 4 commitments to attend. So many a times a pastor would like to be in one place or 4 places at one time. It's hard. So I don't want to say that the ministers of the gospel did not come for that event because they intended not to. I want to say probably they were overtaken by events. But one thing I will tell you is that we are progressing. We are moving forward. And I know future is encouraging. We are going to be united. I believe it's about organizing. I believe it's about telling them on time so that they may put it on their diaries. On this occasion we had today, a lot of pastors knew it ahead of time, and it was put in their diaries. So they knew today there is this occasion that was coming on, and they availed themselves for the occasion.
Thank you, Reverend Wachira.
God bless you.
Here we have Reverend Joseph Njuguna of St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Lane. Reverend Njuguna, what message do you have today for Kenyans in the diaspora on the Jubilee celebration and Christmas?
Well, I want to be very brief. I would want to say that I'm so much overwhelmed to see how Kenyans are united when we celebrate this anniversary. I think this should be a starting point for our community to grow as one unit.
What is your take on generally the perceived divide between the community and the pastors in terms of doing things together?
Well, what I would say is that it's good that the church has been leading in this issue of unity. But at this point now, our people, Kenyans, should realize that we are not here in Massachusetts as a theocracy whereby it's only pastors who can lead. Mine is to see young Kenyans coming up and leading our community in other areas of development.
What do you think about the idea of the New England Kenyan Association?
Well, the New England Kenyan Association will be to bring people together and with the name of developing in all areas. We just don't want to develop spiritually alone. We human beings, we are spiritual, we are physical, you are mental. We need to develop our community together. Actually, we have a big challenge because other communities all over the world are doing far much better. But one day at a time, we are getting there, and soon we are going to do marvelous in this country.
Thank you, Reverend Njuguna.